What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another Mortal Kombat 1 video. And before I get started, I want to say once again, I appreciate my followers, my subscribers, my family for the last video that I did about the whole Mortal Kombat 1 versus Street Fighter 6, back and forth controversy. I was really happy with the conversations in the comment sections and how people were giving their opinions and not afraid to tell what they felt or not afraid to tell which game that they prefer. And that's what it's all about. And pretty much to everybody, I responded back to everybody, and I just wanted to know, and it's okay with that. We all got our favorites. We all have our secondaries as well. So once again, I want to thank everybody for the big number of comments that I got in the comment section. It was a real beauty to see, and like I said, pretty much everybody I responded back to, and we had a lot of good conversations in that comment section in that video. In this video here today, I just want to do some deeper elaboration on Mortal Kombat 1. Kind of like some things that I seen in the trailer that I didn't touch on in the previous videos, and also to what I kind of am getting an idea what could possibly happen as far as characters and all of that. And then I want to talk about a couple of other things when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1, because there's something I do have a concern. I have a big worry with the cameo, the whole character cameo thing, and I'm going to discuss that too, and I'm going to explain why I'm kind of worried about this whole cameo thing. But first, I want to talk about a couple of things that I've seen in the trailer that I didn't talk about in the previous video that I had did, because it was I didn't show the trailer, and then on top of that, it was just one of those things where when you stop and think about some things, you go back and watch the trailer again, and then you be like, okay, you know what, I see this, I see that. And so that's what I did. I did see a couple of things in that trailer. First of all, I want to start off and I'm going to talk about Kung Lao. First off, I think after really looking at it, I think this very well may be the great Kung Lao, the legendary great Kung Lao. I don't think this is the regular Kung Lao, the current Kung Lao, however y'all want to say it. I don't think this is the regular Kung Lao, because the thing about it is the regular Kung Lao does not go anywhere without his bladed hat. And this Kung Lao in this trailer does not have a bladed hat. It is just a normal straw bamboo hat. It does not look bladed at all. So I think this is the great Kung Lao. I'm pretty much convinced that it is. Of course, I could be wrong, but I think this is the great Kung Lao. I was somewhat against them putting the great Kung Lao back into the game, because I didn't know what direction that they were going to use. But like I said, we still don't know the full direction, but it's starting to look like the great Kung Lao. And then after thinking about it, I'll be like, you know what, if it is the great Kung Lao, what the fuck, let's go ahead and give this character a chance. You feel what I'm saying? And also too, if it is the great Kung Lao, that means that Kung Lao is going to have a whole new move list. This is going to be a totally different Kung Lao, because without the bladed hat, Kung Lao can't do all those classic moves that he did. You know what I'm saying? He can't use his hat as a bloody weapon. I'm not sure. I'm thinking his teleport involved his hat. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of his fatalities, a lot of Kung Lao's fatalities, if not all of them, involved his bladed hat. So if this is the great Kung Lao, that means that this is going to be a totally new Kung Lao character with pretty much totally new moves. You feel what I'm saying? Because without that bladed hat, that's going to be interesting in itself, because without that bladed hat, this is Kung Lao is a completely different character. He is not the same character. So that's why I'm thinking that this may be the great Kung Lao here. And if it is, like I said, what the fuck, we're gonna have to give this character a chance and see what's up. And also something else, if this is the Great Kung Lao, now everybody knows that I've really been pushing for Goro to be back in this game because of Shang Tsung. Now that Shang Tsung is confirmed and going to be back in the game, I've always been like, okay, you know what? Goro has always been, you know, Shang Tsung's right-hand Shogun. Maybe Goro can come back. Now, if this is the Great Kung Lao, that adds further reason why Goro should come back in this game, because now we can finally witness that legendary battle that has been in legend for so long, Goro versus the Great Kung Lao. We can actually see that happen. We can actually control it now, and now we can actually, you know, change what happened. If we can control Kung Lao and defeat Goro, maybe that might, you know, do some difference to a future timeline. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So Goro, now you have Shang Tsung, now you have the Great Kung Lao. Goro's got to be back in this game. I don't see them not putting Goro in this game. If Goro is not in this game, that's going to be really stupid. It's going to be stupid if Goro is not in this game. I highly expect Goro to be in this game. I really do. I highly expect Goro to be in this fucking game. For real. Come on. He's your #1 Shogun, one of the best bosses of all time, and everybody wants to see that legendary match between Goro and the Great Kung Lao. So I'm expecting an announcement pretty soon that Goro is gonna be in this motherfucker, for real. And you know, I'm gonna talk about Raiden just a little bit. There is something that I did see with Raiden. One thing that I did see with Raiden, like I said, I think Raiden is still going to have his lightning powers, because the thunder and lightning roaming behind him when he was standing in the trailer, that is just not a coincidence. I think they are really trying to tell us something there. So I think Raiden is still going to have his lightning powers. And another reason why I think that is because Fire God Liu Kang, remember, in Mortal Kombat 11, Fire God Liu Kang controlled fire and lightning. It just looks like he just controls fire now. It's just fire, red fire, blue fire. So I'm thinking the reason that they did that is because they want to give Raiden his lightning powers back. So we're going to have to see about that. And now that Raiden is immortal now, the question that I asked, we actually talked about this in the comment section of the last video. Hopefully we can get another conversation started again. That now, like, does Raiden have a history? Does he have like a family now, or a backstory now that he's immortal in this brand new story? So that is the interesting thing with Raiden. Like, now he's immortal. Does he have a family or some stuff like that? Y'all feel what I'm saying? So it would also kind of open up the door for a character like Kai to be in the game, because, you know, Kai and Raiden were very close, but at the same time, this is a new story, new timeline. So, you know, Kai and Raiden probably don't even know each other at this point. So I don't know. But, you know, if NRS decides they want to get traditional and nostalgic, they can add Kai in here, because Kai was very close to Raiden. Those two characters, very close. Raiden liked him, admired him, offered him his staff. So although it does not look like Raiden has his staff in this game, but those are the couple of things I want to talk about with Raiden. I think he's gonna have his lightning powers back, and I want to see if Raiden has a backstory, if he just has a family, some type of awareness, you know what I'm saying, or he can go somewhere where he just knows a group of other mortals. You feel what I'm saying? So that's going to be kind of interesting there. Like I said, Raiden is kind of the X factor here, because of he's no longer a god. So he's a big X factor. Raiden and Kung Lao both. And the reason why I said previously, because I'm starting now to think that this is the Great Kung Lao, because there is no bladed hat. And, you know, there was no saying in the history that the Great Kung Lao ever used a bladed hat. So I think this is the Great Kung Lao right here. Until we find out more, until we find out some gameplay. So I wanted to get that out the way. So if y'all want to comment on what I had just elaborated there, go ahead and leave that in the comment section. If y'all think this is the Great Kung Lao, if y'all are convinced if it's the great Kung Lao and what I had said about Raiden. Now, I also want to talk about Johnny Cage. Even though we have not physically seen Johnny Cage, Johnny Cage has really, he's really kind of the silent talk of Mortal Kombat 1, because, you know, everybody's talking about, you know, the whole Jean-Claude Van Damme skin that Johnny Cage is supposed to have and all of that. I don't really care for that. One thing that I care for when it comes to Johnny Cage is his role. And the reason why I'm bringing this up about Johnny Cage is because Liu Kang clearly cannot be the hero in this game. He created the world and he's the fire god. So Liu Kang can't be the hero. If Liu Kang ends up being the hero, y'all already know what NetherRealm is trying to push. But I highly expect Liu Kang is not going to be the hero in this game. It's going to either be Kung Lao, Raiden, or Johnny Cage. And I kind of feel like, you know what, Johnny Cage, there's a big opportunity for Johnny Cage to be the hero in this game, or to be kind of like the B to someone's A. Like, you know, maybe Kung Lao is going to be the big hero. Maybe he defeats Goro and then goes on to defeat Shang Tsung, you know. Then Johnny Cage will probably defeat someone, you know, who knows. But they need to step Johnny Cage up, you know. They need to step this character up. This character needs a hero moment, kind of like in the original Mortal Kombat movie where he defeated Goro. Johnny Cage needs something to happen for him like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm tired of Johnny Cage being that comedian type character. You know, I'm kind of tired of that. You know, it's time for Johnny Cage to get serious. So hopefully in Mortal Kombat 1, Johnny Cage has a more serious attitude. Because in MK11, Johnny Cage was, I don't know, he was damn near a joke character. He really was. He just wasn't serious. His attitude wasn't serious. I mean, you know, I just always liked Johnny Cage when he had that seriousness to him. You feel what I'm saying? When Johnny Cage had that seriousness to him, Johnny Cage is one of the best characters and best fighters. You feel what I'm saying? And also too, this is something that just totally gets kind of forgotten. In Mortal Kombat 1, now you got, you know, Liu Kang with the fire god powers and all of that. This is the time for NetherRealm to really show this Mediterranean energy that Johnny Cage has. It needs to come out now. So it's going to be perfect. I really think that they're going to do that. I really think that they're going to really expose the Mediterranean energy that Johnny Cage has. And I think Johnny Cage is going to use that energy in Mortal Kombat 1. I think Johnny Cage is, I'm hoping, and I think Johnny Cage is going to be a very powerful figure in Mortal Kombat 1. I think that Mediterranean energy is going to play a big role in Mortal Kombat 1. Or at least I hope it does. I hope NetherRealm just doesn't just scratch it out like they did Dark Raiden. Like that Mediterranean energy, I know a lot of people are looking for that for Johnny Cage. So I'm definitely going to be looking for that and seeing if they incorporate that in Mortal Kombat 1. Because, like I said, Johnny Cage, they need to step him up. They gave him that green Mediterranean energy. It's time for him to start using it. So that's what I want to say about Johnny Cage. That Mediterranean energy, Mortal Kombat 1, it's time for it right now. And now, after looking at this for an extended period of time, I just gotta say this. Liu Kang looks like a Native American. He doesn't look Chinese at all. He looked like a, they got Liu Kang looking like a teenage night wolf. That's on everything. But another thing I want to speak on is that Liu Kang and Kitana's relationship. I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't no sign of any connection there between Liu Kang and Kitana, especially after what happened in the original ending in Mortal Kombat 11. So I'm kind of surprised by that. I wonder if they're gonna go deeper in Liu Kang and Kitana's relationship. That has yet to be seen. So I'm looking forward to that, even though I'm not a fan of Liu Kang and Kitana's relationship. But you know, yeah, that is kind of interesting to see what they're gonna do with that relationship, because they didn't really nothing was really shown about their relationship in the trailer. Now I want to talk about the whole cameo thing. This is something that I have really expressed a lot of worries about. I've talked to friends and a couple of guys on Twitter and stuff like that. You know, we had a conversation about it in the comment section of the last video about the cameos. My concern about it is that not that it's going to be a part of like the whole tag team thing. If it is, cool, I don't have a problem with it. The problem that I have with the whole cameo thing is when it comes to DLC. And when I mentioned it, I was told that NetherRealm had already confirmed that they're going to be having cameos as DLC. And the worry for me is, number one, people are probably not gonna get their favorite characters in the base roster, or their favorite characters are not gonna be playable, but they're gonna be cameos. And that's gonna be heartbreaking to a lot of people if Cyrax and Sector are not added in the base roster, or not complete DLC characters but are cameos. You feel what I'm saying? And the way that Mortal Kombat 1 is starting to shape up, Cyrax and Sector would make perfect sense in this game, but I don't know. Cyrax and Sector is looking pretty bleak because we don't know where the Lin Kuei stand right now. So for the Cyrax and Sector fans, I don't know, man. I've been pushing for Cyrax and Sector, but I don't know. It's looking pretty bleak unless NetherRealm just finds a way to put them in, but I think they will. But what I'm trying to say is, some characters are not going to be playable. They're just going to be assist characters. And not only that, they're characters that we're going to have to pay for in order to get on DLC, and we can't even really use them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the worry right there. I hope it's not going to turn into something like that, because that's going to be some fucked up shit. People are not going to be too happy about that with the whole cameo thing if it goes down that way, because that's like paying for an NPC. Why would you pay for an NPC to be in a game, you know, if you can't use the character? So that's my worries with the whole cameo thing. However the gameplay is with the cameos, it's gonna be cool with me. That ain't my worry. My worry is DLC and paying for characters that you can't control, technically can't really control. And then also too, maybe it's someone's favorite character that they've been dying to get their hands on for years, and you still can't get your hands on them. All you can do is just see them do a couple of moves, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like Striker, for instance. If they put Striker in as a cameo, that's going to be very heartbreaking for me, because I want to control Striker. You feel what I'm saying? So they also have this thing where maybe the base roster characters are also going to be cameos, like a Johnny Cage and shit like that. So that's another worry. So basically, if they have this tag team thing where you have two characters, can you have the same character as an assist? Something like that. So it's, the whole cameo thing, like I said, I'm kind of worried about it. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm tripping, but there's some worries there. So it's really gotta be some type of hands-on when it comes to that cameo. That's really what I wanted to come on here and talk about when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1. Just a couple of things that I just wasn't able to elaborate on in the last video. There's still a couple of things I probably might have missed, you know what I'm saying? But that was pretty much it for this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like I said before, thank you for watching. Thank y'all for all of y'all support in this tough time. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for more Mortal Kombat 1 videos, or the classic Mortal Kombat 12/1 videos. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because y'all know the last year and a half I've been making, Mortal Kombat so-called 12 videos, because that's what I thought it was going to be, like everybody else in the world. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and do that. Make sure y'all stay safe out there. My name is Demetrius. God bless. I will get back at y'all in the next video. I am out. Peace.